Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are solving today uh, June 2019 paper 110455 IGCSE. So let's get it started. The first question is a very straightforward one. What would an economist regard as an example of the factor of production? Capital. So here we see our option C, the building of by a firm of a new factory. Buildings are not land, they are capital, factories. And the land which is bought before the factory is built is considered as land, but you know that when you have equipped a place with the equipment and the machinery, that will be part of capital. So C is the correct answer. Move on to the second question. Production possibility curve is given. Uh, why is the curve usually drawn like this? If we move on the curve, the opportunity cost is kept on changing. And if you see from the options, you can see that the opportunity cost changes. Option B is the correct answer. And that is the exact reason why the curve is shaping like this, because the opportunity cost is continuously changing. If there is a constant opportunity cost curve, then it would be a straight line. Number three, in recent years, more golf courses which use large quantities of water have opened in China. What may be the opportunity cost of this? This is a repeated MCQ, and it's very straightforward that the opportunity cost is the loss of the farmland which can be used for alternative uses. So option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to number four. Which situation indicates a mixed economy? Very simple, where there is government and the private sector as well. So services are provided by both private and public sectors. C is the correct option. Number five, market failure. Market failure is when the free forces or the private producers are unable to allocate the resources effectively and efficiently, then the government intervenes and market fails. Option C, the existence of external benefits, which means that this is basically something we should be explaining and understanding that even external benefits are providing a positive impact, providing benefits to the third party, it will still be considered as a market failure. Reason is that uh, if a producer, for example, would like to uh, you know maintain a road or establish a beautiful uh, you know uh, road in front of his factory and put tiles on it, beautify the entire location, but the thing is that that is not his job, and doesn't have the legal authority also to do that. So here the private producer is intervening actually in the government's work, and plus he is not getting any compensation for his action. Means that the people who are going to use the road in front of his factory will also not be paying anything to him in return. So that is an unbalanced approach, and because of that we can say it's a market failure. Another reason can be that it is not his legal in the legal framework of the producer to uh, do a job which is basically a government public property. So C is the answer, correct answer. Question number 6. A newspaper reported that the world market for coffee has returned to the equilibrium. Return to the equilibrium means the demand will be equals to the supply. Which situation supports this statement? Look at option C. Farmers matched demand by planting more coffee and bushes. It means that it will be the supply which is going to be increased to balance out the demand. So it is again creating equilibrium. So C is the correct answer of question number 6. Question number 7, the table shows the demand schedule, and the current market price of the good is $10, and what is the demand? 160. Following a 20% increase in price, what will be the change in the quantity demanded? It means that if the prices are increasing by 20%, let's suppose the market price was $10. So 10